Andreas Hindbo prices up what's likely to be one of the last shipments of mink pelts to leave the farm his father started nearly 40 years ago. The rest of their herds are among the millions of minks that the Danish government ordered to be slaughtered after a mutation of COVID-19 was found in the animals. It could mean the country's mink industry, the largest in the world, disappears altogether.
Mink farming is a lifestyle. They mate in March, you get kits in April, then you watch them grow and get this beautiful fur here. That's hard for me to live without, but I'll have to learn.
Farmers began the cull of the country's 17 million strong mink population last month, when a strain of coronavirus called Cluster 5 spread from the animals to humans. They were told to continue even when it was found that the mutation had probably died out weeks earlier, and that the government had lacked the legal authority to order the cull in the first place. 2 months ago, this farm had more than 25,000 minks housed in these buildings. Now, like in more than 1,000 other farms across Denmark, it's totally empty. On Monday, the government finally passed its order into law and banned mink farming until December 2021. But Andreas and Peter Hindbo say it's already too late to save the industry, which until now accounted for 40% of the world's mink production. Denmark's mink was also the most expensive, bringing in an estimated $1 billion a year.
I don't see any future for mink farming in Denmark because all the good animals are dead now. Of course, there are people saying that it's good for the minks that we don't have this industry anymore. But what will happen is that this industry will move to China, Russia, where they don't have this welfare organization as we have in Europe.
That already seems to be happening, with Chinese mink farmers saying they are ramping up production to take advantage of a surge in mink prices caused by the Danish crisis. Animal welfare groups don't believe that's a reason to protect the industry.
Mink et rovdyr, som I naturen lever.
Minks are predators that live completely alone in nature, with a large territory. It's not okay for minks to live in poor conditions here just because they could be worse off somewhere else. We don't think there should be minks in Denmark.
The crisis that the Danes have labelled the Mink saga doesn't end here. Some of the animals buried in mass graves after the cull started have risen to the surface due to the effects of decomposition. And authorities fear groundwater and lakes could have been contaminated by the rotting bodies. As a commission looks into the handling of the affair, farmers are demanding up to $4 billion in compensation, saying their businesses were buried along with the minks. Rhys, Jazeera, Jutland, Denmark.